Hey everyone, Fantline Nuggets, and today's nugget is the new bully on the block, political correctness. From days gone by, certain words or phrases were okay to say. For instance, if you said the word stewardess, it was okay. But now, as not to be offensive, you have to say flight attendant. And if you describe someone as being retarded, back when I was growing up, it was no big deal to describe someone with being that way. But today, the term would be mentally challenged. And I can understand if you want to change the wording or narrative of a description or situation to sound less intrusive. And with me, some things I'll stick with and some things I'll change with. And it depends on what it is, because sometimes we can be too sensitive. For instance, if I say I disagree with a homosexual lifestyle, then allow me to have my disagreement. I figure as long as I'm not calling someone names or physically harming them, then leave my opinion to me and leave my disagreement to me. But if I disagree, then others come out of the woodwork saying you're homophobic. Some people would be offended by being called homophobic. But me, I don't care. As a matter of fact, I embrace it. If you call me that, and if you call me that, it shows on one side, you told me to be open-minded, but on the flip of that, you're not being open-minded, which is being open-minded to my disagreeing with you. But again, as long as I'm not physically harming you or berating you, then you should not have an issue with my disagreement. For those who hide behind the term political correctness, you are the same ones who say it's a disgrace to bully other people, which is true. You shouldn't bully other people. But have you looked at yourselves in the mirror in that same vein? When you demagogue, berate, and belittle others who disagree with you. And again, I am for, say, if you're not being, again, I say if I'm not physically touching you and verbally assaulting you, then you should have no problem. But I see the problem is that you do not want to hear anything that is in opposition of a homosexual lifestyle, and therefore you are hypocrites to the highest degree. Enough said.